All right, we'd like to welcome everybody out to the Painted Marlin. Beautiful restaurant right on the water here in South Padre Island, and we're at Jim's Pier. This is the 2022 Elite National Solo Tour Championship. My name is Pat Malone. It's been great to be in beautiful South Padre Island for 3 full days of fishing, and what an exciting time. And we appreciate everybody for coming out. We got a good little crowd growing, and we're about to weigh in our solo tour anglers, and then we're going to move right into the kayak tour. So what these guys have been fishing for, 3 fish limit per angler per day, looking for that 9 fish overall limit on the Elite Solo Tour. So we appreciate everybody again. Thank you so much, South Padre, for showing up. Thank you for showing out. The food's been great. The weather has been tremendous. And we are so looking forward to all that we have for you this afternoon. We'd like to appreciate our title sponsor, Tidewater Boats, Yamaha Outboards, McLean Trailers, of course, Frog Togs, Berkeley Fishing, and many other fine sponsors. And on the kayak side, we'll have more to say about this. But Hoodoo Outdoors, Hoodoo Sports, we appreciate them so much for coming on for 2023, the title sponsor of that great series. So with that, we're getting ready to get our first angler up here. Guys, if you want to get your fish ready, let's hit the stage. Whoever wants to go first, don't make me call you out because you know I can do it. The fish have already been measured, and let me tell you this, while they're getting them transferred, this is what they're fishing for today. $10,000 for first place. We got the Super 6 left. $10,000 cash for first place. $5,000 for second place, going towards 2023 Elite Solo Tour. And then we have 2 Tidewater Yamaha rigs for them. All the way from Lake Conroe, Texas, Jay Andrews. High Torque of Texas Pro. Y'all put your hands together for Jay. You got 3 of them, young man? 3 fish, all alive, no dead fish this weekend. 3 fish, 3 alive for $15.69. There you go, my brother. Pick them up. Let's get a good picture. You got anything in there over that 7.5? Okay, let's get a good picture of them. That's always fun to take the lead, isn't it? You got them? Fantastic. Put your red box up here. He's going to bring the other 2 to that red box. Thank you for putting your hands together. Right over there, bud. Right there. He's waiting for you. All right. All right, man. Hey, last 2 days have been really solid. Started off on day 1, just over 10 pounds. You found something these last 2 days. What was it?
Oh, I stopped driving as much. Started fishing more.
Yeah, I had an old man tell me one time, you'll catch a lot more fish on that little motor on the front of your boat than the big one on the back.
I burned the least amount of fuel today and caught the most fish today.
Just fishing right here, we released them all.
I got to a spot and just stayed and didn't get up and didn't give up on spots.
And what were you fishing with this week? Now that the tournament's in the books and everything's over with, what was the bait they seem the most receptive to for you?
For me, the live target shrimp, it's amazing.
Who makes it?
Live target.
Live Target. I'm assuming livetarget.com. People can Google it up or whatever like that. All right, you want to say hi to anybody watching back home?
Yeah, hi to my friends and family and everybody who helps me in the sport, and I'm taking care of my dog all the way to helping me all the way around. A lot of people.
I can relate with that now. Taking care of the dog, now I got one just like yours. So, well, Jay, real quick, let's just, give me a quick thought on this week out here in South Padre, your parting thoughts now as you get ready to leave the stage.
I moved from Naples, Florida 3 years ago to Houston, Texas area. And to come from Naples, fishing a lot in, Marco Island, the Keys area, and then going to Galveston, I was like, and the more I kept going west Texas, it got more prettier, way better and better. It seemed this is closest you can get to Florida in Texas water.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's been great having you. Look forward to seeing you during the awards presentation. Right off the side of the stage this way, Jay Andrews. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you so much. And just so you'll know, watching at home or for the folks that are out here for the first time, we tear the scales to include the bag. And so it just helps the fish to stay calmer and to be in a nice dark environment like that. So when you see the bag go in there, like right now the scales say minus 140, it's waiting for that 140 from the bag, and then the fish will be added to that, of course. And the scales do it all automatically. 60 times a second, they weigh the fish, and then once they lock it in, the scales cannot move unless you add or take away 50% of the weight of that fish. So who we got coming up next? Oh, gosh, man, I hope somebody's here. he just never gets to really feel good about himself, you know? So I'm hoping y'all can put your hands together for Spotted Addiction Pro, Mr. Gary Moreno. Okay, I went to a Mississippi State football. I thought I went to a fishing tournament, and I went to a Mississippi State football game. Is that what I did? Oh, my brother, I tell you what, I love them, man. So you got 3 of them today, correct? Three fish, they're all alive. He needs 1780. Not going to quite have that, are you? Read the scales and get you locked in today, though, Gary. Great tournament again. 12.79. 12.79. Reach in and get them. Let's show the folks. I love it. Boy, I sure hope y'all can make some noise for Mr. Gary Moreno all the way from Baytown, Texas. Hey, get ready for him. Thank you, buddy. All right, my brother, here you go. All right, solid, solid, solid. Nothing. The big one just didn't bite for you this week like they have been. Great season. Second season on the tour. You know, we had some fun last year. One fish Merino. And, boy, you started spanking them right off out of the bat, out of the gate this year in front of 20,000 people over there at Mardi Gras. Man, you really showed out. Talk about your season and how much fun it's been.
You know, this year has really been a blessing for me. I've learned so much this year from last year where, you know, all the adversities that I went through, all the troubles, mechanical issues, electrical, if you name it, it could probably go wrong. And all of that has truly made me a better angler, and everything that we've dealt with through the season has actually made me a better person.
Wow, that's incredible because he was already a heck of a guy, right? She said they've been married for 47 years or something. I don't know. Must have got married when she was -6. But however that works out. But great spending time with you this year. Great having some time with you yesterday at dinner as well. And what a great family support system. It doesn't matter about the lures. It don't matter about the boats and all that stuff. That right there is gold, brother. I know you know that.
Yes, sir. You know, it's awesome to have my family here. For them to be backing me and to be here, especially all my aunts and uncles, my wife, my kids, here at the final of the season, it's a blessing. It really is.
Well, we're blessed to have you, too. You got some sponsors you want to thank?
Yes, I want to thank El Pescador Boats, Rockport Marine, Crisscross Creations, Republic Testing, Hook Spit Rods, Fins Braid, you know, and I can go on and on. But thank you, everybody who supported me on the way up.
That's awesome stuff right there. Thank you, Mr. Gary Moreno. We appreciate you. Give me 1 second over there. Okay, who we got next? All the way from Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. This is going to bring you Mr. Bo Favre. Y'all put your hands together for Bo. Bo, how many you got today?
I got 3.
He's got 3.
They ain't too big, but I got 3.
Now, he was doing some work this morning back there, customizing some lures and stuff like that. I want to hear all about that. You just need 1685. You're coming off at 2446 for 2 days. Read the scales and get your 3 fish locked in at 1282. 1282. Let's get them up and get them out and get a good picture of them. Y'all put your hands together.
Can you do a big one?
Yeah, I can do a big one. You're sitting on a big one right now.
Yeah, I'm worried about one in that tank over there, though. I seen a big one
Oh,
earlier.
he's in the Brecknell Big Red Side Pot, which today is going to be $3,000. Well, let's see what we got. He's already sitting on a 776. This isn't going to better that. His big one today is going to be $694. $694, and I know you want to hold up the $694. There we go. Put your hands together, folks. Make some noise. Hey, Bo, can you give me one I want? Is your hands okay? Can you get a hold of them? Give me one I like that. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. He's holding that thing out there. That's going to be an 11-pounder by the time it gets on the internet. Right there in the box, buddy. All right, young man. Hey, strong day. Tell me about the modification this morning. It's already on the internet. Everybody's already seen when you was cutting the belly of the lure and trying to get weights in it or hooks or whatever. Did you end up using that rig?
Yeah, it worked. It worked. Yesterday I lost one on that lure. The belly's kind of big on it, and it don't let the hook come through it enough, I don't think. So I cut about half of those bellies off this morning, made a little slot for my hook. That was Berkeley, the Champ Swimmer, on that was a 6/0 1/4 ounce Fusion 19 screw lock hook, and it worked good today.
Man, it sounds like it did it. And again, another high 6, 7 pounder. I mean, there's only been 2, maybe 3 of those, and that all came on day 1. So 3 or 4 more days out here, you might be on something you'd be proud of, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I definitely saw some big fish here. That's what I came back. I fished to the end. I had 5 or 6 minutes when I got back because I kept seeing big ones. And right there at the last 10 minutes, I had a big one hooked up, and he come off.
That happened yesterday too, didn't it?
I lost one yesterday. I ain't going to say he was real big yesterday. He was decent, but I lost 2 good ones today.
Wow, that's got to really hurt execution. But again, if they're short striking and stuff, it's not a whole lot you can do about that. Let's say hi to the kids and Angie and thank your sponsors both.
Yeah, Angie and the kids, I love y'all. Be home tomorrow evening. Bunch of friends I know is watching. Appreciate y'all support. And all my sponsors, Mamba Boat. I seen another Mamba today. They passed me. They was all hollering. I don't know who it was.
That's Mamba family. Mamba family.
Yeah, and Mamba Boats, Sport Trail Trailers, Torch Eyewear, JH Custom Rods, Berkeley, the Gulps, you got to have them. The Berkeley Swimmer, that's what I worked on with them today. The Revo, Boo Garcia Revo, and Boathouse.
All right, brother. What a good list right there, Bo. I know we'll see you during the awards presentation. Thank you so much. From Bay St. Louis, Mr. Bo Favre. All right. Coming up next, Mr. Tony Viator. He's got 3. Fishing for Stingaree Restaurant in Marina. I can't say it properly, but he's from Winnie, but it's over the something peninsula. Bolivar Peninsula. A great restaurant and marina right there. He's coming off of 1474. He's got 3 of them, 3 alive. Get him locked in at 2061, folks. This is Tony Viator Moreno, 20 pounds. I was just trying, okay? Everybody's family. Reach in and grab your 2 smallest ones, and let's go for that big red and see if we can take home that $3,000 bump. You need a 777, otherwise it's going to be a tie. We're going to take out the 2. You want to go ahead and start going out front and show them the 2, or you want to stay back here for the reading of the big one?
I really don't know.
Woo! And that's not the big one?
Nope, just the longer one.
It's just the longer one. Okay, get them up. Get them out of there, son. That's okay. That's okay. All right, get out front. Get out front. We're going to see if we do it, folks. This is worth $3,000 on one. Hey, look out there. Hold your fish up. Let's get a good picture. Ladies and gentlemen, that's so sweet of y'all. We don't even need to weigh this other one, do we? Let's don't do that. We don't want the disappointment. You know what I'm saying? Keep looking straight out there, son. You're doing good, okay? I will tell you this, folks. The 776, Tony's fish didn't weigh that. We feel so bad for him. But it did weigh 795. There it is, baby. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Now, give me one of these little ones. And you get those 2 fish and go show them what you got. $795 on the Brecknell Big Red Challenge, $3,000 bounty, y'all. Goodness gracious. Got him? Look at this. That's a South Padre giant, y'all. Wow. That is amazing. What a great fish. Let's talk about that, son. Goodness gracious. Son, you called me texted me at about 12 o'clock, and you said, what's the big fish? What do I got to have? Now, had you already caught that one, or are you going to go searching just big fish hunting?
I already had that fish.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I actually caught the longer fish 10 minutes later. Um, I did exactly what I did when we fished out of Bay St. Louis.
Yeah.
And I was out of the money. I was out of the, show as far as that. Bad day, bad first day. Same thing here. Bad first day, bad second day. And so I said, well, you're here. Use it to learn more territory, more water, a bit different pattern, whatever. So I went into an area that north wind wouldn't let us fish it. It got muddy on that north wind.
Couple days.
Yeah, and about this when the sun broke the clouds this morning, I actually had to stop and just watch. There was an area as far as you could see, and there was no wind at all. It was just dead slick, and there must have been 100 fish just moving around
Oh, wow.
on this flat. It was beautiful. It was
Oh.
just wonderful, and big ones, little ones, everywhere in between them. But they all had the "we don't eat on tournament day" syndrome. So I picked through them, and caught 2 5-pounders, and then I caught the heavy fish. He was laying off in a sand hole doing nothing, and I threw out in front of him, and he let it sit there for about 2 or 3 minutes, and he finally swam up there and picked it up and ate it.
And y'all said that was the key, that you're not going to bump them on the head with it and have them react to it right now. They're still in transition.
Every fish I caught, if you threw within a foot of him, he was gone. He just left. You had to every fish I put in the box today was on sand, and you had to get out in front of them, lay it out in front of them, and they either swam up there and ate it or they didn't eat it. Just one of those things.
That's amazing stuff. What a great fish. And now the only 20-pound limit this week, I believe, didn't we have 19 something you had? And then first 20-pound limit and 2 good fish. Guys have been really fortunate to get 1. And you had 2 good fish in there, even though the long one wasn't quite as chunky. I know you love stingery and can't wait to get back there. And there's some other people you probably want to thank and say hi to as well.
I do. I'm going to change it up here a little bit.
Go ahead.
I normally say thanking my redhead for last, and she was wonderful enough to come down here and spend the weekend with me. And I just want to thank you for everything you do to support me, babe. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it without you.
That's so sweet. And I'm just going to make the check out to you, okay? Because I know she's
anyway.
going to get it anyway. That's where I was going with that.
But Stingray Moreno and Restaurant, they do full service. You can go out, drop your boat in, go catch a bunch of fish, bring them back. They'll cook them up however you want them. Or if you want some really good steaks, they have great steaks there too. Just about anything you want. The sunsets, no offense, South Padre, y'all got good sunsets, good sunrises, but the best sunsets in Texas are right there at Stingray Marina.
That's awesome stuff.
The Jorgensen Marine, they've kept my boat running all week or all year, and they're fixing to get back in it and get going. So, Sarge Custom Rods, I can't say enough about how good his rods are. The lodge at Pipkin Ranch Outfitters, they basically let me do this, take off time and do this. So, I really appreciate it. And Triple T Real Estate, if you're looking for recreational property, they're the people to talk to.
That's awesome, brother. Spit it and get it, my man. We appreciate having you so much, and I know you're going to help with the kayakers. Thank you so much, Tony. Great job on that big red. Y'all put your hands together one more time for him. Tony Viator. All right. And then comes Mark Robinson from Victoria. Mark, you got 3 of them, right?
I got 3.
You're 8 pounds behind the leader. I'm feeling pretty confident that you can't bring in 8 fish, but you got to get ahead of that guy.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight one, I think.
Really? Well, we love it like that. We got 3 of them. They're all 3 alive. You got anything for that big one? No. All right, here we go. Read your scales and get you locked in at 1711. There you go. Another great stringer, 1711. Pick them up. He said he's got nothing for that big one. There we go. Y'all can put your hands together for him. Great job, buddy. All right. Work the stage, son. Work the stage. 17:11, Mark. That's a great job. Taking the lead with 49.99. You just didn't want that 50-pound mark, huh?
Yeah, I wanted to get as close as I could without breaking it. Got to give Will a chance over there. I think it's gonna be real close.
What do you think he's got? You guys kind of know what's biting out there. You know he's been on solid 6-pounders, so you know he's going to have 18. What does he need to take the lead from you? You want to see what he needs?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let's see what he needs. Let's just go and open it up like he's up here. Okay? He needs 16.34, and he's been on 6-pounders.
He's been on 16.34 every day.
Well, no, he has no. So you got to be accurate out here on the Elite Redfish Series. He had 16.84 the first day.
16.80. He was a little ahead of me yesterday, so all he needs is what he's been doing, and I think he's done it again.
Well, I tell you what, and rookie on the tour this year, and he may be taking home a lot of hardware for sure. But let's talk about your day. Really great consistency again. You run out of gas yesterday. You got some issues today. Because of that vacuum lock, the bulb wouldn't work for you. You finally got it going, and then it's just fishing, and you're right at home when it comes to that.
Yeah, I got down to my spot this morning. I put my trolling motor in. The trolling motor wouldn't come on, and I was like, holy, and then so I luckily I had
Heck, he was going to say heck, just filling in the.
Yeah, so luckily I had my push pole. So I'm on my front tower push poling my boat. I did that for about 45 minutes or so. Then I go down there and I beat on the trolling motor a little bit, and somehow it started working. So luckily that worked, and it got me through the day, and all the fish cooperated that I saw. Most of them bit, so totally different than yesterday.
Well, I tell you what, it seems like it's getting better, like we talked about it, like whether the fronts are stabilizing or the transition's taking place. This place is probably going to be on fire in the next week to two.
Yeah, that's the moon phase is coming around. They're going to start biting a little better and better as the week goes. So, but yeah, I just want to thank my sponsors. I want to say hi to Allie and my mom and the baby and everybody watching. I couldn't be here without them, taking care of everything at home. And I want to thank Waterloo Rods, Lose Reels, Power Pole, South Padre for having us, Coastline Trailers, Forever Last, Naughty Hooker Jig Heads, the list goes on. But, yeah, and thank you for having us over here. And thank Tidewater for making that boat that'll float up there and nothing where I can catch some big reds.
I'll tell you what, dude, you are doing them proud for sure, Mark. Thank you so much. What a great season for you. We look forward to seeing you in a few moments when we get ready for that part of it. Now, I believe we're going to transition. Tony is just finishing up right now with the last solo tour angler, and we're going to be ready for the kayakers. If you want to start getting the red boxes and getting your fish up here and getting ready, Joey, if you don't mind, either when we get through with Will, if he's ready, make sure we spin around. I want some good pictures. Get around these kayaks, man. They've really packed it out in here. All right, and coming up next, this is your Texas Ranger Whiskey Pro, Mr. Will Granberry. He's got 3 fish, 3 alive. Ladies and gentlemen, he's been on 18 pounds a day, just solid 6-pounders. And like Mark said, there's no reason to think he won't have it again. He needs 16.34 to take the win in his first season on the Elite Solo Tour stage. Read your scales and get you locked in at 16.01. That's going to put you just a little bit short, brother. Y'all put your hands together. Let's see where that puts him. Come on now. 16.01 is what he needed. It keeps throwing it up there. When I go to accumulated, we'll have to go back. As you can see right here, if you look down, Mark has got zeros next to his. For some reason, the sort is off. But 38.100s. 38.100s. Reach in and get them, and let's get a good picture. You don't have anything for that 7.95, do you?
No, sir.
Okay, buddy. What a great tournament for you. Wow, what a close finish. You okay? I sacrificed my mic. I want you to I sacrificed my mic for your fish. There we go. Look at those. 2 more really great fish. Put your hands together. Texas Ranger Whiskey. Will Granberry from Port O'Connor. There we go. And now you can see, I had to recalculate it right there. 33.100ths, my brother. Let me ask you this question, the most important thing. Did you leave it out there on the water? Did something come unbuttoned today?
It did.
Oh, and you fished so clean the whole week.
It did. I did. And, yeah, he's still swimming around out there.
What happened?
He swam up to it, ate it, set the hook, ran about 20 yards, 30 yards, and when he went to turn, hook just popped out.
Wow. And did you kind of have that feeling? What time of day was it? It's still time to make it up or kind of late in the day?
There was some time to make it up, but you just kind of knew, like, ooh, that's going to be a tough one to recover from. And I just stayed after it. I did upgrade just a little bit, about a half a pound on a fish, but, I knew it wasn't enough to get me what I lost. Yeah. So.
Well, I'll tell you what a great year for you. And again, just a little bit short. And listen, if you can't have first place, and it's 10,000, and you're fishing the solo tour next year, we just decided setting right there on Wednesday night, second place was getting all your entry fees paid to 2023, so that's got to feel pretty good.
That's pretty amazing. Yeah. It is. Thank you.
So next time you see him, he'll be wearing elite garb everywhere. No, I'm teasing. We're going to keep Texas Ranger whiskey.
Hey, whatever works.
Say hello. I know that you've got your very special other one here today, but folks watching at home, your sponsors and everything, just say hello and kind of real quick encapsulate what this week has meant.
So this week has just meant everything to me. I've fished hard. It kind of all came together, but I know I left some stuff out there, so I know I need to improve. First year doing the tour, learned so much. Just couldn't thank my sponsors enough. Texas Ranger Whiskey was huge for me. Castaway Customs, Sea Deck, just those two companies just really, really came through for me. The love and support of my family and friends, my parents, my girlfriend Erica, my daughters, just everybody that has been there with me from day one, just thank you. I just can't say it enough.
That's awesome stuff, buddy. I know we're going to see you again in a few moments with the awards presentation. It's been great having you, rookie. Won't be able to say that next year. And listen, we don't allow no sophomore slumps out here on the Elite Tour.
I'm not planning on it.
All right, brother. Will Granberry, one more time. Y'all put your hands together for him. Great job.